Alright, you guys, so I have not neglected this channel. I have just been really busy. There's been a lot of big things happening in my family's life. My parents just planted a church in Athens, Georgia, so we've been back and forth a lot. So I've been really busy, and so I haven't been really settled in one location. So now that I'm back in Montgomery for about a week, I was like, let's just go ahead and create this Q&A video that I promised I would make like 3 months ago. So 3 months ago, I posted a little questionnaire on my Instagram story asking you guys to ask me some questions that I was gonna make a Q&A video. And so you guys did. Oh, if you're not following me on Instagram, my Instagram will be somewhere around here. Go follow me. Okay, so I've picked 10 questions to answer out of all the questions that you guys sent in. And I'm really excited to answer these questions, so let's jump right into the video. Okay, so the first question is, what is your favorite food? And what is your favorite fast food restaurant to eat at? So my favorite food, I consider this food is, I can eat chips and queso 24/7. That is my favorite thing to eat. That is what I love to eat, and I can eat it all the time. So you can probably guess that we eat Mexican food a lot because we do. And my favorite fast food restaurant to eat at is probably Chick-fil-A or McDonald's because they're just really quick and easy to get to. But I really love McDonald's. Like, their cheeseburgers are the bomb, and so is their sweet tea. But Chick-fil-A has hands down the best fries. So if I could mix them together, I would. The second question is, how tall are you and how old are you? So I'm 5'8" on a good day. On every other day, I'm about 5'7", flat-footed. And then I'm 17, about to be 18 on December 4th. So your girl's about to be 18 years old and I am scared. So the third question is, how many years have you been playing volleyball? So I've been playing since the 7th grade, so you could say 12 or 13, so that's about 5 years? 5 years? 5 or 6 years probably. Now the fourth question is, what foundation do you use for makeup? Okay, so I am really pale. It's the summer, so I have a lot of red spots right now, but on the normal times of the year, I'm really pale. So it's really hard to find the perfect foundation that matches my skin tone. So I go through a lot of foundation trying to find the best that fits me for that season. I can show you some of the 3 that I've been using lately. And sometimes I've just mixed them. But they're dirty, but I've used this Benefit, I'll see if I can find the name, the Benefit Hello Happy. This is a light to medium coverage, so if you're not really looking for a full coverage make foundation look, this is not your go. This really looks like your actual skin. It's like a real thin layer, so I really didn't like this because I like to wear full coverage makeup. I also have worn the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. I actually like this a lot, but it's really tacky, so you have to use a really good what am I trying to say? You need to use really good setting powder for this. And then I've almost used all of this dry. This is the CoverGirl True Blend liquid makeup. I really love this, and all these, I'm in the lightest shade you can get. So those are the 3 that I've been using lately, and I really like this. This I wear if I'm looking for a more natural look. These 2 I use if I'm wanting a more thick and full coverage look. So this question, this is what, number 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the 5th question. This question was on here a lot. I was asked this question a lot, and so I just kind of mixed it into one question. And it was, what made you get into volleyball? I've always had a pull towards it. My sister, she's more artsy and like more of a dancer than she is in sports, but she tried to play volleyball, and she's gonna kill me for saying that, but she tried. And so when she was playing, I was about 8 or 9, and so I would go to her games and I would like pepper with her, and I just kind of like fell in love with it. And I was playing other sports at the time. I did golf, tennis, I did gymnastics, and I did do dance. So I was playing other sports, but I really just had a thing for volleyball. So when it came the time in 7th grade where I actually got the opportunity to play, I tried out and I made the team. And so ever since then, I've just always loved the sport, and it takes up pretty much my whole life. And it's just what I love to do. So that's kind of how I got into it. I was just exposed with it with my sister, her playing in high school, and so I just kind of stuck with it. The 6th question is, what is your favorite part about Brewtech? So Brewtech is the high school that I go to, and it's a magnet school, and so we focus on math, science, and technology. But my favorite thing about Brewtech is probably how like family oriented we are. And at like a normal traditional school, you would have like cliques, as you could say, but at my school there are like different groups, but we all hang out together. So it's like not like the jocks and the really smart people, we all merge. And I really love that about my school, that we're just one big happy family, and the teachers really care about us. That's one of the things. They really, especially athletes, because it's really hard to manage school and sports at the same time. They really do take the time and don't just like push you aside. They really take the time and help you out with your work. Okay, so the 7th question is, what is your favorite memory from Floyd? So Floyd was the middle school that I went to, as I just talked about that in one of the previous questions about what made me get into volleyball. But I would think that my favorite memory from Floyd was probably PE. My group of friends that I grew really close through, and that we were best friends all throughout middle school, and I'm still close and really close with some of the ones still. But we just had a really like fun PE period, 7th and 8th grade, where we were kind of like, and we were all in the same class pretty much, which was kind of funny how we were in the same PE class 7th and 8th grade. But we just had a blast, and PE was also our lunch period in 8th grade. So we just had a lot of fun, and I think that was my favorite memory, was just hanging out with them and cutting up with them every day. So let's see. Okay, this next question I'm probably gonna talk about a lot, because this is like a really good question. So this is the 8th question, right? Yeah. And it's, how do you remain confident? Okay. So I feel like this day and age, it's really hard, not for just girls, but for guys especially, to be confident in who they are and be themselves around everyone. But I feel like a lot of key factors to remaining confident in yourself is, number 1, being yourself, because nobody else can be you. So always be the best that you can, and that's just all you can be, because why would you want to be someone else? Because God only made you. God only made one you, is what I'm trying to say. The second factor into that is having a good support system, like family and friends that supports you and uproots you and always want the best for you. I feel like that is always a good way to be confident, because if you're around people that are always like bringing you down, that's always just gonna keep you in a negative like mindset. And so when you have like good people around you and like people that support you and bring out the best in you, I feel like that is always makes being confident in yourself easier. And so I have a really good like support system, like with my family and my best friends. They're always wanting the best for me, and so I feel like that helps me remain confident in myself. I think also remaining confident in yourself is just knowing who you are. In this day and age, it's really hard to like find out who you are, because the world is becoming so dark, and so I feel like it's harder nowadays. But once you find who you are, and I feel like once you find what your purpose and what you're called to, I feel like that also helps you remain confident as well. And just spending time with yourself sometimes, like sometimes I just love going in my bathroom and just putting on a full face of makeup and I'm not going nowhere. Even though I know that's like a waste of makeup, it just like boosts my self-confidence. Just me spending time with myself also, or makes me, I don't want to say confident, but it just keeps me in a positive like mindset. And I love going on Pinterest and like reading little inspirational quotes. I feel like that always keeps my spirits up. And so that's just how I remain confident. I wouldn't say that all the time, but just like being true to yourself and being the real you around others, that's a really good way to just remain confident, I guess. So I hope that answers the question, how do I remain confident? But just being true to yourself is the best you can do. Okay, so how do you manage your time with school, sports, and social life? This is a really good question, because it is really hard. I'm gonna be honest. It is so hard to do volleyball year round, school 10 months out of the year basically, and still try to have a social life, because I am in high school. And so I do want to like participate and go into games and hang out with my friends. And so I would say my parents are a big part in this, because they keep me organized as much as sometimes I try not to be. They keep me really organized. And so being organized is a really big key into managing all three of these, and managing your time wisely as well. Sometimes I don't do that, and sometimes I procrastinate on certain projects, and it's really bad, and I know that that's something I need to work on. But I feel like that is a really big way on how to manage. Also, with schoolwork is where it really gets hard. When you're in school ball, it's a lot easier because you're still school associated, so we're not traveling as much in school ball. But when it gets to travel ball, it becomes really hard, because we're in my travel ball club, we travel all over the world, not all over the world, but all over the United States to play. And so, but I love that we do that, because it gives us so much, what am I trying to say? It gives us a different adversity to the different types of team that we play, and it gives us different looks from other people instead of just playing in the South and getting the same looks from everybody and playing the same teams. But what I do is I always take my homework with me. And so when I go off to like Texas or Missouri, like this year we had to go play in those two states, I took my homework with me. So if we're driving, I would do my homework in the car or study in the car. Or if we're in the airport, I would do my homework waiting on the plane. So, and sometimes I would have to play all day, and then I'd go back to the hotel and I'd do my homework. So you just have to manage your time wisely, and some things are more important than others. But I think I do manage all three of those aspects really well. So this is the last question, and it is, do I plan on playing in college? And yes, I do plan on playing in college. That is the goal. I'm working right now on getting a scholarship, and I'm training every day. I'm working out every day, bettering my craft and keeping my body healthy to play in college. But that is the dream. I have a lot of ideas of where I want to play, but yes, I do plan on playing in college. All right, guys, so that was all 10 questions, and I hope you got the answers that you were looking for. I'm sorry again that it took 3 months to get this video and to get these answers, but you're getting it now, so I kept my promise. Sooner or later, I don't even know what I was about to say, but I really enjoyed making this video, and if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, because I am going to be posting more content this summer. It just takes me time to get to it. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!